Frosty, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So as I stated in my community post, there will not be a final makeup look for April just because I am not up to filming. I'm in too much pain. I'm doing my best to do this for you guys so I can give my final thoughts. Since I actually did use these products, I mean, I've used some of them more than just in the month, but I was able to use all of them at least twice in the month to kind of get an idea how I feel about them. So I can kind of give you my final thoughts. I'm going to try to do this quickly. So I'm going to start with primer. So I had this one from Lucky Chick. This is their Fruit Infused Illuminizer. It does give a nice glow. I don't really notice anything other than that. I am going to continue to keep it in my collection because it is a mini and I want to use it some more because I do like a good glowy base. So I do want to kind of mix this with some other long-lasting primers since I tend to do that on a daily basis. But when I do my monthly makeup videos, I only use the primer that is picked. So it is a nice glowy primer. Is it like my all-time favorite glowy primer for me? No, not really. Okay. So then I go in and I do my brows. And for the brows this time, what was picked is my Essence Brow Wax Pen. I've told you guys over and over, I love this. I got it in an advent calendar. I don't think they sell these anymore, but I'll continue to use this until it's gone because I do really like it. The brow pen that was chosen is from NYX. This is their Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and I have the shade Black. So I have a hard time trying to use this brow pen, mainly because it's a little bit too pigmented for me. So I can go from a somewhat dark natural brow to overkill very quickly with this one. So I do think this is definitely on my chopping block, my next declutter. I just think it's a shade issue for me. Okay. So then I either do my face or my eyes. It just depends. That was my fur baby sneezing over there. So I either, depending on the fallout of palettes, I'll either do my eyes first or I'll do my base first. But I'm going to just go into complexion products. I really like this CoverGirl Simply Ageless foundation. I have the Balm version. I had it first and I've hit pan on it. So I bought the liquid to try. I'll be honest, I think I kind of like the Balm a little bit more. I didn't think I would because normally I'm a liquid foundation person. Not that this one is bad. I really like this one too, but I think I prefer the Balm a little bit more. But I do like this one. It is nice for mature skin. So concealer, I have this little mini Tarte C, I forget which one this is. It's got like a really long name, but I have this shade 20 in Light Neutral. This one isn't bad, but it's still not as good as my Shape Tape. I do have to do multiple layers to get the coverage I want with this, but it's not a bad one and I am going to keep it. For now, anyways. Okay, so then bronzer. So the liquid bronzer that was chosen was this from Imco Beauty. This is their Super Glow Bronzing Drops. I'm not really a bronzing drop person. Now, I did use this a couple times, just kind of like putting dots on my face. I'm sorry, this does not want to focus for some reason. Just putting, you know, a couple dots on my face and blending it in. It did blend in really nicely that way. I haven't tried it as like the all over bronze on your face. I'm going to try that and just kind of see how I feel about it. This is the mini because I got it in their mini advent calendar. I think it was last year. It might have been this year. No, it had to have been last year. What am I talking about? So yeah, I'm going to continue to keep it in my collection, but it's definitely one of those products that might not survive a declutter. Okay. And next, the cream blush that was chosen is from ColourPop. This is one of their blush sticks. This is the shade Mallrat, I think. No, Winona Forever. Now, this one looks like it would be intimidating because it looks like it's a dark shade. And don't get me wrong, it can be, but it is very, very blendable and blends out to a nice shade for me. It is a warm shade, so it kind of is not really like summer type shade, but I do really like it. And I love the ColourPop blush stick formula. I always have, so I'm going to keep. I don't know why I say I'm keeping like I'm doing a declutter video, but it's definitely a product I like. So the highlighter that was chosen, the cream highlighter, is from Beauty Creations. This is their My Little Pony collection. This is their highlight stick in Ponyship. I love this for an everyday highlighter. You can see it's just got that like glisten to it. It's not super glittery though, because you guys know I hate super glittery shades. But this is just a nice kind of like everyday type of highlighter stick for me. So I do really enjoy it. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on to powders. So powder wise, the bronzer palette that was chosen is from Tarte. This is an old one. This is their Park Avenue Princess. Even though this is old, this still smells wonderful. It's got that typical sweet vanilla-y kind of cocoa butter smell that Tarte's known for, or used to be known for. And this packaging is very, very luxe. But let's see if I can get it open with one hand. I'm trying to film with one hand, guys. Hold on one second. Alright, so this is their Chisel. I think it's like Chisel and Bake or something like that. As you can see, it's kind of the old school way of contouring where you have like your shades like you can cut underneath your contour, or you could use these as brightening shades. I never really reach into these two. And honestly, the only kind of three I use is this one when I want a bit of a shimmer. But most of the time I use this one and this one. I hardly ever use this one. And I'll be honest with you, I have a small like travel version of these three shades. And I have multiple like Tarte Holiday bronzer palettes. I don't think I need to really continue to hold on to this. I might say if my sister actually wants it back, but I did enjoy it. It's just it's past its time for me. So yeah, but it is nice. It's still performing really nicely. I don't have any issue with the performance or anything. It's just I have smaller options now. Blush. So the powder blush that was chosen is from ColourPop. And this is the Perk Up blush. I don't know if I got to use this. I'm trying to think if I actually got to use this month. I think I might have used it once, but I don't think it was on camera. I have used it multiple times in the past, though, because it is just one of those, like, neutral, peachy, everyday kind of shades, which I really like when I'm going for, like, a more natural look, especially if I'm just, like, throwing on a brow and some mascara and, like, a lip gloss or something. I reach for something like this. So really nice formula. I've always liked ColourPop's powder blushes. Some are more pigmented than others. It just depends. The highlighter that was chosen. Now it looks like this would be super glittery because it looks like it in the pan, right? This is the Wet n Wild. If I can get it open. This is the Wet n Wild Care Bear collection they did. I love this. This is so pretty on the skin, and it tops over that cream highlighter from Beauty Creations really nicely, and it's not real glittery, so love. Let's see. More complexion products. We have this from Lunar Beauty. This is the loose setting powder. This is translucent light. I love this for setting all over my face, and I have the pink for doing my under eyes. It's one of my favorite powders. It just does a good job of blurring and just looking really nice without looking really heavy or anything. And it does a good job of controlling my oil throughout the day. So, very nice powder. I actually have a backup of it. Now this I got in an Ipsy. This is the Makeup by Mario Softsculpt Transforming Skin Perfector Radiant Skin Powder in, I think, light. Yeah, light. I haven't had a chance to use this because honestly I wasn't sure exactly how to use it, because it seems like it's a multi-use product where it's like a setting powder, bronzer, highlighter all in one. So I'll move this kind of into maybe a trying out new makeup in my collection, since I didn't get to use it, just because I was a bit confused on how to use it. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's see here. Setting spray, we have the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talented Fixing Spray. This is the long-lasting and prepares skin, sets, and refreshes. I hardly ever use it as a primer. I think I've done it like once or twice. I always use it as the setting spray. I will say I'm a bit disappointed because it seems like Catrice has changed their sprayers a little bit, and they don't spray as seamlessly as the old ones. So not happy about that. It's not horrible, but it's not as like finer mist as the old style. So yeah, but I do like this one. I think it does a good job of kind of setting down my makeup. It does, you know, good job if you want a quick like priming spray. Also works as a fixing spray, kind of like a MAC Fix Plus type thing. So yeah, this is a nice one if you want like a multi-faceted fixing spray. Okay. Eye primer. So the eye primer that was technically chosen is from Bella Beauty Bar, and this is their Shimmer Stay. You guys know I love this. This is just essentially a glitter primer. So I only use it when I want a tacky base for my shimmers to kind of give them that extra pop. Love this. I love the fact that it's on a doe foot. Makes it so much easier to use. I kind of regret not buying a backup of this, but I will say this is lasting me a really long time. So there is that. But it is definitely a glitter primer I would repurchase. I'm honestly going to say it's my favorite glitter primer because I used to use the NYX glitter glue. But my NYX glitter glue packaging would break every single time. I've had 3, and all 3 have snapped off on me. I do have the Gourmand Girls one too. That one feels a little more like a clear gel, where this is more liquidy, which is what I prefer. And it's just so much easier with the doe foot. So yeah, I'd say this is definitely my favorite glitter primer. I did throw in this as just my eyeshadow base, and this is from Shop Miss A. This is really affordable, and it's actually really, really nice. I enjoy it quite a bit. Let's see. The eyeshadow palette that was chosen is from Sugar Drizzle. This is their Plumeria Dragon palette. I got this in, I believe, an Ice Cream Beauty box. First of all, love the artwork. It's so pretty and so cute. And you get a nice mirror in there. And here's the shades. Beautiful, beautiful color story. So I will say, I love super impactful shimmers. Now these are not dull by any means whatsoever, but they are not as sparkly and glimmery as some of my newer palettes. So it took me a little bit to get used to that. But they are really pretty. And the mattes, they blend so easy. I haven't had any problems with any of the mattes whatsoever. So yeah, this is a nice quality palette. Really, really pretty. Now you kind of gotta like purple and pink because that's majority of the color story, which I do. You know, it's some of my favorite colors. And I especially love this kind of like tealy green pop that's in here. Love that. I was able to create kind of a neutralish look with this shade. I believe it was this shade and this shimmer. So it's like a neutralish peachy look, but very, very nice. Enjoy it. Okay. Single shadow that was chosen from ColourPop. No shock there. Ironic because it's a Super Shock shadow. Is the shade Cusp. This is nice. I am finding that my Super Shocks are getting a kind of dry, especially these older ones. So I really need to go through and kind of revive some of them, but I do really like this one. It's really, really pretty. I love a good green. Let's see. What can we do next? I'm not sure if this was chosen or if I just threw it in. I think I just threw it in. It was the NYX Brow Glue. I think it's been in the past, though. It's nice. It's not my favorite brow glue, but it'll do in a pinch. Okay. Odin's Eye. This is like a lavender, I believe. The shade 008. These are really nice. I will say these are not as pigmented as my ColourPop eyeliners or even my Essence and LA Girl liners. These are a little bit more subdued, especially these lighter shades, but I still really enjoy them. And they're nice. They go in the waterline pretty easy. I haven't really had too many problems with any of them. So yeah, I really enjoy that one. And it paired real nice with the palette, honestly. I kind of got lucky with my choices for the spin wheel this time with the color story, because even the eyeliners that were chosen here, so I chose two. So I got Ducky from ColourPop. This is their liquid liner, the shade Ducky, which is a pink. I'm just finding I don't like ColourPop's liquid liners. I don't know if it's because I have aging hooded lids or what, but they all skip on me and they're just a little too dry. So yeah, I think when I do my next liquid liner declutter, my ColourPop ones are not going to survive, because I think this is the third or fourth time one has been in, and I've had the same problem with every single one, unfortunately. Alright, so the other eyeliner that was chosen this time, I got in an Ice Cream Beauty box, and this is from Charmacy Milano. This is their Neoglow liner. The shade was like Twilight Shimmer or something like that. It's not on the actual packaging. It just says 03. But this is kind of like a blurple shade, like a blue purple shade with, I think it's a multi-chrome. Hold on one second. See if I can get it to kind of focus. See, you kind of see it there. It's like a bluish purple on the eyes. Very, very, very pretty. I really, really like it. I'm not a big liquid liner person just because I'm not very good at it. I've been trying to practice off camera, but it's very difficult, especially with how hooded my eyes are, to kind of do wings. But let's move on to the mascara. The mascara that was chosen is the Melt So High Curl Lock Waterproof Mascara. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this mascara. I actually like their Supernatural better. I feel like this one doesn't really do much for my lashes. I feel like it just kind of makes them look a little, you know, a little darker, but it just is more of a natural kind of look to the lash, whereas my lashes are so short and stubborn that I want something that gives me that va-va-voom lift to it, you know? And this just doesn't do that. So I hate that, because I was really disappointed, because I really like the packaging, because I love purple. So I was hoping that it would be better. But yeah, I was just disappointed in this one. Now, granted, I don't know. I got this in a mystery box. Maybe mine is a little dry, possibly. I don't know. So it could be that. Let's see what's left here. I think my lip products. So I don't have the lip balm back here. It's in my purse, but it's a Taste Beauty Orange Blossom Strawberry Shortcake lip balm. Just your basic lip balm. It does taste like oranges and smells like oranges, which is really nice. And it does hydrate the lips, but it doesn't last very long. But I do have the lip matte lip scrub back here, and this is the Candy Cane lip scrub from their Frosty collection. It's Have a Parade. Now, I typically do not like ColourPop lip scrubs because they're a little jelly. They're a little jelly-like. This one is not like that one. This one is a little more firm. Still not as firm as I like my lip scrubs, and I'm still on the hunt for a completely dry lip scrub that I can use, like the Jeffree Star ones, which I no longer support buying from that brand on my channel. So, yeah. So I'm in search of a new formula, or a new brand with a similar formula. But this is the closest I've gotten so far. But this one is still a little bit too emollient for me. So there is that. And it is peppermint, I think, or candy cane. Yeah, it's mint, which is not my favorite, but it's not overwhelming, so I can tolerate it. So the other lip products that were chosen, so I have my lip liners. So we have the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Absolute Zero. I'll be honest, I didn't get a chance to use this one because I couldn't really think of a lip combo to do with it. So I'll put it in as well with the Makeup by Mario stuff. Maybe use in just like maybe one lip combo look or something with an orange lipstick I can pair it with. This one, however, this is my LA Girl Ultimate, what is it? Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Lip Liner. I hate when they have such long names, but this is Nonstop Nude. This is one of my favorite nude lip liners. Now, it is a retractable, and it's not the sharpenable kind. I mean, you can kind of use like a sharpenable. Uh-oh. Is it empty? Well, it might help if I twist it in the right direction. There we go. So this is just a really, really nice My Lips But Better kind of shade for me. When I reach for a nude lip liner, I tend to reach for this one quite a bit. It's one of my favorite lip liners. Now, it doesn't have, let me put the cap back on. Now, it doesn't have the longest longevity because it is really creamy. So if you're looking for that, this may not be for you. Actually, I don't even know if they still sell these because they're pretty old at this point. I know they have some newer ones because I just recently bought one from like the Shelby Ann Viral makeup recently. So I do have one of those that's more of a pencil form that I want to try out. But I do really enjoy these. I have a couple different shades of this type of pencil from LA Girl, and I really like them. Okay. The lipstick that was chosen is from their Rudolph collection, and this is the shade Rudolph. So this is a bright red shade. Very nice if you want a red lip. I've used this several times in the past. It's one of my favorite reds. Did I use it this month? I don't believe so, unfortunately. And that happens. Sometimes I just can't figure out how to pair it with one of the eye looks. So, yeah, there's that. And the lip gloss. Where is the lip gloss? I think I put it back in my drawer. So I'll go grab it in a minute. But the liquid lip that was chosen is from ColourPop, and it's one of their Haunted Mansion ones. And this is their Ultra Matte Lip. I've discovered I do not like ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip formula at all. It is way too drying, and these darker shades like this are very patchy upon application. So yeah, this one is just a no for me. And like I've said before, this is why I've stopped buying entire collections, because I end up with products that I end up not liking. And that's just wasting money and wasting product. Now, I'll pass this on to someone else who will enjoy it when I do my declutter. So yeah, and let me just go ahead and say, please do not ask me for it, because I do not like giving away used makeup to people I don't know. I give it to my family members and friends. And if anything's new, I donate it. I do plan on doing giveaway in the future when I reach 500 subscribers, which I'm getting really close. And I have been putting some things away in a box for that giveaway. So there is that, but please don't ask me to give you anything used or, you know, anything new that I don't promise in a giveaway. All right, but I just don't like this formula. So yeah, I know from now on not to buy the Ultra Matte formula from ColourPop. And I'm pretty sure, I think it's their Ultra Blotted Lip I don't like either, for the same reason, just quite not as bad. Let me grab the gloss and I'll be right back. Alright, so the gloss was from Glamlight, and this was their birthday cake one. I did put my own labels on them so I would know what they were. Love this. Gives a nice, beautiful pinky with a hint of a blue kind of tone to it, shade, but it's very, very faint. I used this alone with the lip liner. Beautiful. I also paired it with this lip liner and an Anastasia Beverly Hills Dusty Rose lipstick, I believe it was, and that was a beautiful lip combo. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go get my cat because she was trying to chew on a plastic bag. But those are my final thoughts on everything that was chosen for the month of April. I have already filmed the roulette wheel for picking my makeup for May. I'm hoping I'll be able to film something with whatever's picked for May, but I'm trying my best, guys. I can only do what I can do when I'm hurting like this, and unfortunately, I just got the RFA. It's probably been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I got it, and it takes a while for me. Usually it takes a full 6 weeks for it to kick in, and unfortunately, I think I got something else going on based on where I had washed my hands and then felt something kind of pull and sharp pain there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor about that my next visit. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I just kind of like to keep you guys updated, but I wanted to let you know how I was feeling about these products for April. Again, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by June of this year. As of today, I believe I'm at 476. So we're getting really, really close. And like I said, I want to do a giveaway when I get to 500 to kind of give back to all you guys who support me. I really appreciate you guys who continuously keep coming back, watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. All right, so if you would, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.